That would have been
You're an old man?
Yeah, man, I don't know where that came from. That was weird.
That's one thing I hate about these stools at home is that they push right on the back of my thigh,
Yeah.
and I get leg cramps from them if I sit too
Does
long.
anyone want water?
I would
Sure.
take a water.
Dude, that was literally like the arch of my foot was just like.
Love that.
It's from hitting the gym,
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
gym time.
Yep, that's when you go.
Everyone at my shop is talking up
Somebody's gonna
sauce.
get it.
I'll take the
Tell us.
foreign one.
Thank you.
You want water?
All right, who's got the chimes?
It's Jeff.
You guys did a ring bell.
Yep.
You want to
Exactly.
No, I'm good.
Someone's at my front door.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening.
We're live.
Let me just do
It's
this.
that time.
There we go. Had to kill the backlight.
Oh,
Because it when the backlight's bright, it darkens the front. It's that whole
That's
weird.
code.
No, that's code. That's code.
That's good?
Yeah.
Rating is good?
No, aim it towards the center. A little bit more
That's
towards the
code.
center.
That's code.
No. Keep it the way it was. I literally had it perfect. Just 2 more inches. No. Just do this.
towards the center.
This point. Yep, perfect. Right there. Should be 2 white spots right here on the top of his head.
I see those now.
Yeah. Well, it makes you look like you got hair.
Is the makeup
There you
girl
go.
gone?
Makeup girl's gone.
Went home for the day.
And then we put something darker behind you, and then perfect.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? As I said, we have these 2 guys on tonight. For those of you guys that don't know who these people are, this is Mr. Jeff Smith. This is Mr. Matthew Palumbo. They both work at the newly named Stinger Solutions, formerly Amp Global. I love the look. I can see your face.
I was corrected today.
Mm.
I was corrected by HR today.
Already?
It's just Stinger.
Oh, it's just Stinger? It's not
Stinger
Solutions?
Solutions is just the website.
Stinger
It's
Solutions.
just-
I've been saying Stinger Solutions too.
Me too, because that's
okay.
the way I thought.
All right,
so,
well,
so that
thank
everyone
you.
knows and you know,
Yes.
when you see Stinger
That's the whole company.
without the barb that comes off the T,
Oh,
the hook,
yeah.
that's the company.
Oh.
Currently, when you see Stinger with the barb, that's a product.
Let me write that down. Fernando,
Mhm.
take a note.
Yeah.
Take a note.
It's recorded, bro.
Oh, yeah. All right. Mark the. Hold on. What do I hit? B? Was that? There was a. Yeah, I have to hit that. There's a thing. Anyway, so they're going to be here tonight, and we're all going to be playing along. We do have some new products that we're going to show you a little later on. But otherwise, there's no agenda tonight. We're just here to have some fun. They're both in town, which is a very not happening thing. I know it seems like it is, but it
Doesn't
really
happen
doesn't
very
happen.
often.
I mean, and the sad thing is that like we've been in places like we were just all in Vegas,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
spent all of 15 minutes
Mhm.
together.
Across the
Yeah.
showroom floor.
Yeah. No, or it was more like, do you have Fernando here?
Yeah.
I thought they were here. Where are those guys? Yeah, that one over there. Yeah. So anyways, feel free to ask your questions. Fernando is here. Say hi, Fernando.
Hi, Fernando.
So he will be reading and pulling them up on screen for us. So all good there. We just didn't want to have to see his forehead the whole time. Everyone at my shop is talking about audio control PNW speakers. Tell us about them, Matthew. All right, El Fuego.
I'd be happy to.
Before you do that, let me do this because I will let you cut the promo.
Look at you.
Hey, and this segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Audio Control, which just so happen to have the new PNW speakers. And here to talk about those is our good friend from Audio Control, Matthew. Take it away.
Wow, I feel very welcomed. So the PNW speakers is our full line of full range speakers. We have everything from a 1-inch tweeter to a 6x9 and kind of every size in between. They're meant to be, drop-in sizes where you don't have to customize the car for the most part. But unlike most companies, we didn't do like a, good, better, best. We just kind of did one speaker line. We don't feel like we're to start, right? That's not saying there might not be more later, but for now, one line. We didn't feel like we're an entry-level brand, so there's no reason to do entry-level speakers, right? Like the world is filled with $69 6.5s. We don't need another set of those, right?
Depends.
So
I don't, but
yeah. Well,
Paul has enough.
Paul's got them.
Paul's got enough.
Paul's got
I'm
enough for
sure.
the whole industry.
I'm
Please,
sure.
Cole.
So so anyway, so we went for kind of where most of our products fit in, kind of that upper mid area of the market. So I think that's worked out pretty well for us. And there's some interesting things built into them as far as design and stuff goes. We had to make speakers that would hold up to our power levels, right? Like for the last however many years, we've been pushing these amplifiers that are 120 watts plus per channel. Well, now you got to design speakers that are going to work with that, and that's a challenge sometimes unless you get into some pretty crazy stuff. So, but we pulled it off. They sound good. They look good. They fit well. The packaging is sexy. Like they sound great. I mean, there's not much bad I can say.
Well, let's hope not. There's
you know.
no bad.
Right.
There's no bad.
I put a lot of time and effort into the design of them and everything. Like the first questions we always get are are these Phoenix Gold stuff that's just rebadged? No. Did you guys just go to China and go give me those, put my name on them? No. We actually really did design them there in California and Washington, which was kind of cool. So there was essentially 3 or 4 of us, maybe 5 of us, kind of working on that project. 2 of which, myself included, were original audio control employees, and then Mark Chow did a lot of the design on those. He's a California employee of Amp Global, or Stinger, and not Stinger Solutions.
Yeah,
Stinger.
It's gonna take. It takes a while.
It does. I'm so used to saying Amp now, but and Mark's got some cool kind of pedigree behind him as far as his history. He started Resonant Engineering, if you remember RE Audio, and
Okay, you're really cutting into the time we have for this, so it's just a promo for people to know that they're sponsoring the first segment of the show.
I mean, he has to talk about the speakers I was talking about.
Oh, you got it. All right.
So.
Anyways, thank you, Matthew. On to the next one. And actually, we're just gonna. I got a question here for Matthew, which I want to pull up. Hold on, I will pull it up here. Matthew, I know you have a Rockford tat. When are you getting an auto control tat? For those of you who don't know, hold out your arm.
Yeah, I do. I have a car audio kind of partial sleeve, I guess you'd call it. So it started out as just a woofer. I was just going to get a woofer.
Lightning audio capacitor.
Yeah, there's a
Sold
lightning
lot
audio cap, and it's kind of faded now, but it used to say 14.4 on the little display.
Nice.
It's
So
properly grounded with a bolt.
Let me ask you: did they start with something? Which one was the first
Yeah,
one?
I was just gonna get a sub, just a woofer, and I told the tattoo artist, like, I just want to get like a generic, like black and gray, no brand on it. And he goes, well, if you want all the detail, you kind of got to give me something to like model it after. So I modeled it after the Power HX2, which is like my favorite woofer from the early mid '90s. It's all the gear that got me into car audio as well.
Yeah.
So
No, that's pretty
everybody
cool.
goes,
What kind
"Oh,
of
did
radio
you
is
work
it?
for Rockford and this and that?" No, it's just all the gear that got me
What
into
radio
it.
is it?
It's a DEH P90 940 MP.
Also Pioneer.
It was a Premier.
Yeah, Dolphins were. I was a clarinet.
This was
we had
like
pig
later
races.
gen Dolphins though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And this was the full
Yeah,
OLED.
because you're young.
Yeah,
Full
OLED.
OLED. Not
Yeah.
the smaller one. So had the baller Premier.
Oh, the
so,
full
copper
OLED.
chassis.
I'm
Dude, I
amazing.
worked my ass off in Alaska for like 3 months to buy that thing. So,
Hey, man, I'm down.
Logo.
yeah. Good stuff.
If you're interested in finding out where to find a 5-star t-shirt or any of the t-shirts we have, you can head over to dandfswag.com. dandfswag.com. There you can find Jeff's custom. I know the Jeff Smith, very popular in airports, I'm told.
Yeah. To answer that question though, Bobby, I have talked about and do plan on getting some sort of
93.
audio control
What's that?
audio control
93?
tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Elias.
Installer of the year 93. Does that make you feel old at all?
Yeah.
or-
It was not a 90. I was in high school in '93.
I was just say I
Were you?
was. I was
Oh,
7 years old.
Oh,
in
shut up,
93,
all of you,
so-
okay? I was in '93.
just saying.
I'd already been working for 3 years.
I was already in the industry for 3 years.
What's that?
I was already in the industry for 3 years, but I didn't win that award in '93. I was a junior in high school in '93.
Oh,
No, depending upon when it was in '90. I graduated in '94, so I could have been a senior.
I graduated in '90.
Doug says he has an autographed issue of the magazine, so I
it's
mean,
approved.
clearly
Wow.
it's
Doug
true.
was there. Doug, I have a picture of Doug the night I won. It was me, Doug, and I think Joni from Emmy Mag back
Are we
then.
talking when you won installer of the year?
Yeah,
Yeah, that weird time that one guy won.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dougie was there.
of course Dougie was
I
there.
got a cool picture with Schmidt and oh my god, I got a cool picture with him, with the guys from NAV TV. Yeah, lots of people from that night. Yeah.
It was a long time ago, Jeff.
Long time.
It was a long time ago.
Back in my day.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you got the cool award last year, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
You know.
The music is what made that, though, with everyone with their entrance songs.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah.
That was cool.
All right, what do you got for me?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Excuse me.
What's that? I'll just
I
give
need
a
another
quick welcome. You'll be okay.
Now you're making me cough.
We all
gonna-
got to see my funk, man.
It's true.
You guys want some?
Sure.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
Good. Welcome, Stinger.
Thank you.
Jeff, Matthew, glad to see you guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Jeff, are you losing weight? Everything fine?
Yes, everything is fine, and I'm doing my best to lose weight now that SEMA is over. I don't have to eat McDonald's nuggets at 2:00 in the morning. I can eat regular food, sleep in my own bed most times, other than when I'm, here in Florida. No, everything's great. Trying to live another year.
There you go, or
Right.
another day.
Oh, another day.
So it's funny. We were just talking about this before
Mhm.
we went live on this. Thoughts on Hertz Cento Pro CPK 690s? Have you done anything with the Centos?
No.
Yeah.
I have two. Yeah, I used to sell them when I was a retailer.
What do you guys think of these?
I like them.
Okay, I don't know. We have them.
Yeah. I
Just
I-
found them the
I
other
tell you,
day.
they like power.
Oh,
Yeah.
do they?
They like power.
Okay.
I say we sold all the Hertz and Audison stuff at the shop I worked at, and when I don't know if they're Cento or Cento, we call them Cento, but Cento Pros came out, they're pretty badass for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
How many
I-
pairs do you need? Because I got them.
I just remember their marketing was all about like geared towards a younger audience, something about like being louder and
So
this and that.
I always look at Hertz as
Atta.
what's up, Atta. I always look at Hertz as the beer and cheese portion of Electromedia. So you have
Yeah, that makes
champagne,
sense.
Pinky's out,
Yeah,
wine,
Audison.
Audison, and then beer is Hertz.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense,
And
and that's not a bad thing, right?
Got my little flute,
Yeah.
But so I'm thinking this is probably towards you, Jeff. When is the Stinger 4-channel coming?
Stinger 4 channel. Oh, the MT,
Is that what it is?
the black one.
Oh.
The one that
Stinger audio.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Soon. I think we finally decided to call it a MT 600.
Oh, it was a beast.
Yeah, I think
was
we
a beast.
finally decided to call it a 600. Is it 700?
Oh, it's
I
a
could be wrong.
monster.
I'm not that involved
listen,
in
it,
that
it put
stuff,
out
so-
way more power than all of that,
Yeah.
so it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
So the reason why they're laughing is because the picture of when the amp dyno went up and smoke. My buddy Nathan, who works with the two of them, okay, I don't know what he does with the two of them, but
Yeah.
He's
they're in
got an
this-
office.
I work with him.
I'm joking.
Has an
I know.
office.
He has an office. Anyways, I was supposed to hang out with him yesterday, dick. Anyways, no, it's just kidding.
He
It's
stopped
like-
me. He stopped me in the hallway like every time I walk by today. He's like, "Hey Jeff, hey Jeff." I was like, "Ah."
I didn't see him once, but I'm supposed to spend Wednesday with him.
But anyways,
Product
yeah.
dev
So
stuff.
we were actually that was the amps we were testing when I burnt it up. So
Oops.
that's okay. It just actually turned out to be the power plug.
Oh,
So
that's not so
everything
bad.
was good. Yeah, I was in my head while it was going on. I'm trying
Yeah.
to be cool. Going there's 2,000.
I was gonna say, yeah. At the time, you're like, oh, there goes
I
a lot
told
of
you
money up
I
in
know
flames.
something not long ago. What was that? It was a video.
Which is the M Mats
Yes. Yes.
little guy. Dude, that thing's like this big. It was. I did not realize it was
Tiny.
that small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did well.
Good.
It did well. Actually, it was doing too well. We had to dial it back a little bit. We're like, whoa, we're
Melvin.
putting way too much power. Oh,
All right.
I was gonna
You
say,
ready
I
for
saw.
this
Josh.
one?
I was gonna say, hold on. Oh, all right, we'll come back to Josh. Just say hi to Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Hang on,
Hi, Josh.
Okay. When is Audio Control 5.1 amplifier with built-in Dolby decoding coming?
There's a whole line of home audio products.
I was gonna say, yeah,
that go way beyond 5.1.
absolutely.
I have one in my living room. Did you
Yep.
get one before you left?
No.
I have to say, it's a love-hate relationship with it.
Yeah.
Because it has that the HDMI sensing on it.
Mhm.
It's too good.
Yeah.
So it's like when you're changing, it's like need to revalidate. Okay, it's good.
Looking for the handshake.
Oh, it's always looking for the handshake. It's like, come on.
Yeah. No, it won't fit. We have a built-in like rack shelving thing at our
Yeah.
house, and it won't fit. So
Yeah,
Wasn't happening.
You know, I wasn't gonna tell him no when they were like, we're giving you this.
yeah.
I was like, okay,
Yes,
ow,
sold.
stop.
no kidding.
But no. So, anyways, not anytime soon. I guess would be the answer to that.
Not
question.
that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Not
We have
for
a
car.
lot of really cool product development stuff we're working on, but that is not a project that is on the docket as far as I know. Young Jeezy.
Oscar. What's up, Oscar?
Mr. Indecisive can't make up his mind.
That's funny.
Yeah. Is it black? Is it white?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
That's how you run from the cops. You
Oh,
go down
yeah,
one
yeah,
street
yeah,
on the
you-
black side,
You
and you
park
make
on the other
you make a
side.
right, and now it's white. They're like, it was a black Tesla. No, it was a white Tesla.
I have a question for you guys, and you'll hate me, but I'll ask it anyways. How's the update to the DMRTA coming?
Actually, pretty well.
Well, we kind of talked about that today a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
and
I mean, it's in the process.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of really cool things coming
yeah,
as part of that.
Very nice.
But if we told you, we'd have to kill you.
Yeah, it's going to be a big update. Like, it won't just be just some software that we fix some things. I mean, there'll be that too, but there's some hardware stuff coming and some cool stuff.
Yeah.
So
The
There you
ability
guys
for it to work faster with the ACBT24,
yeah.
definitely that, and just all the lag that came out of the DM Smart app.
Yeah.
Same thing.
There you go.
some other similar things that we were able to add to DM Smart, like maybe being able to use it with an Android tablet directly.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
So no Bluetooth,
Yeah.
just use USB.
Yeah.
It makes it totally mobile, with the Pro Kit. So I'm
Okay.
trying to add that to DMRTA. And
So you know how the Max. No, never mind.
All right, guys. So you don't have to ask me anymore. That's as much information as I can get out of them that they can say in
Yeah.
front of you guys. So leave it at that. Hey,
Have
Dean,
you
what
told
do
them
you?
about the PNW1 update?
No,
no,
no. What is what now?
So the PNW1 tweeter.
Yeah,
So you know, before previously you could not put it in stock locations.
right.
didn't come apart.
Didn't
Didn't
come
come
apart.
apart.
Yeah.
Not
My number
disassemblable.
one thing we said when you showed
Yeah.
it to me.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
Fixed.
so those have been revised, and then going forward, like the next shipment of them that come in, they disassemble and they come with an OEM style mount
Oh, very
that
cool.
snaps in. Yeah,
Johnny Five is
but they're,
alive.
they're still all aluminum, and they're pretty badass. They turned out really good.
yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
What would? Okay, 2016 Ford Taurus.
So,
Hmm.
am I alone in this? I kind of like the new generation Tauruses. I think like the last
Oh,
generation
well,
Tauruses
okay,
are pretty
so-
cool cars.
So you kept a Toyota. What was that? An Avalon.
Avalon,
You
yeah.
kept an Avalon forever.
I loved my
and you
Avalon.
loved your Avalon.
Yeah,
So you guys are both sedan guys.
I love a
You're a
big
truck
sedan.
guy now.
Are the
yeah.
16 Taurus, was that the last SHO they made?
I don't know the answer to that.
I think
I'm not
we
enough
did.
of
We
a
did one not
Taurus
too
guy,
long
but-
ago, an SHO that they were like super stoked. They
Yeah.
drove down. I think,
5x7s
from
front and
Georgia.
rear,
Yeah.
the funky amplifier on the back wall behind the seat.
I think that might be too old.
Okay.
Yeah, because
It's definitely not the football radio. That's way
No. This
That's
is
like-
this
that's like
this
early
is this
2000s.
is like MFT1 for my data
Yeah.
style stuff.
I still thought the amplifier was
Sodium.
behind the seat though.
It might be. It might be. Or it's in the side. I
Mhm.
think it's in the side somewhere, like it's always been.
Cool cars though.
But depends what you want to do. If it's got the 8-inch touchscreen, you can replace the radio, which I would suggest with the iData MFT1 kit. Other than that, it's a great place to start and just kind of work your way out from there. Appreciate your videos, Jeff and Fernando. I just installed Alt-JO audio system in my 2022 F-250. A lot of questions were answered from your videos.
You're
I mean,
welcome.
you look like
Yeah.
that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Juan. Glad to help, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you guys do a good job.
Tomato.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got? Pop them up. Finally hooking up my NOS. Oh,
New old stock.
New old stock.
Wow.
German MB quartz.
wow.
Nice.
There you go.
I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah,
you
somebody
guys
else-
knew what new old stock meant.
Yeah, you got to be on the marketplace a lot to know what that. So.
Yeah, I have no idea what
Hey,
that is.
look,
We
Chris
have a lot of
Bennett's on, too.
NOS.
Bennett's on.
Yeah, Chris Bennett. This show is full of awesome.
Bennett, what's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
Can I get my XD? All right, that's JL, so this is going to be.
I got it.
Okay. Turn down to recommended 25 watts RMS to run 2.5-inch mid range in the center channel.
Sure. I mean, it all depends upon how your gain structure is set, but wattage, you have to remember, music is dynamic. So when you turn your amplifier on, it's not automatically 50 watts a channel music is dynamic, so it's going to bounce up and down from peak to minimum power output. So there is, can you set the gain for a certain amount of output voltage from your head unit? Of course, but 25 watts is never going to be a static wattage. It's always going to fluctuate. But could your XD808 play a 2.5 mid-range for center channel? 100% it could.
That has a voltage limiter built into the software, correct? Again,
It's an XD.
XD.
oh, it's an XD. So
Regular
that's
no DSP.
Oh, see, there you go. I don't know. VXI. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not a JL guy.
Yeah.
Not a JL guy. I like JL.
I sold JL for a long time
I
too,
know.
so I know those
Yeah.
part numbers.
So they could just turn the gain all the way down, unless they're like if they're running a 5-volt head unit, that might be tough.
Well, to me, it's going to depend on how all the other channels are set up,
All
like
the
what the
other
rest of the
channels
system
may have
is.
a little bit more juice behind them.
And then obviously a DSP would be the better move,
Correct.
like a tweak or something.
Yeah.
So that you could just adjust it in the software.
Yeah.
And there you go.
And it depends on how he's deriving center channel as well. So I'm
Magical.
assuming he's either bringing it in via high level. This is the same guy with the 22 F250. So I'm assuming he's bringing it in somehow. So
Yeah. What's up, Angel? Mr. Bennett, how are you doing? All right. Keep going. Matthew, current system in your daily driver.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Nothing really. Basically, a Stinger High 10 in the dash. I drive a 18 Tundra Crew Max Platinum. It's basically stock as far as audio goes. It's got the JBL system, which is freaking awful. But I do have a High 10 in the dash, and I do have an Apple TV wired in behind it.
Oh, gosh.
So that's kind of fun.
Okay.
To the HDMI input. And other than that, I've just been kind of like hoarding parts, getting ready to build the system. I just got a box for it. I'm going to try one of the Spike 8s behind the back seat.
Okay.
So, yeah, give that a
it's
shot.
like the Tundra out back.
Yeah, that's what
Did you
we're
see the
working on
white
now.
Tundra?
We pulled
No,
the Tundra
I
out.
One Tundra.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
same body style.
Yeah.
Fernando
Yeah,
was modifying the dash.
I got the box from one of Aaron's guys in California there. I can't
Okay.
think of his name right this second.
Oh, very
PCA
cool.
guys?
No, he used to do a ton of Tundras there. And
Oh, Gary.
Gary, thank you.
Gary
I
Bell.
can never...
Oh, Bell.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
we spent like
yeah.
3 hours there, and I had
Yeah.
all these conversations with him, and then I'm
Gary's
an
the
ass. I
king
can't
of the
remember his name.
Tundras.
I was
Is
going
he?
to say, he had a
He's the
Tundra in his
king
shop.
of the Tundras.
Yeah,
All right.
does.
He's doing a Tundra for himself right now. It's the same generation as mine.
Oh, very
That's
he's
the
like-
one that I find out. He's fuse mount.
Oh,
There
yes.
are multiple layers.
Wait, I knew that was Gary,
Well,
but
he
I mean,
did some crazy shit. The one he's got in the shop right now is like the previous gen where you could slide the back seat,
yes.
but then he's put the newer gen full front end on it. So it looks like an 18 to 21,
Oh, wow.
but the back seat still slides. So he's trying to put, I don't know, it's like 410s or 412s or something in that damn thing, which I applaud, but
Well, all he
Little
needs
bit of
is so as
just a
Gary.
little.
So Gary coined the phrase when we were building Tom's car. With the amount of airspace, all I need is 0.0 dick.
Yeah,
I like
so
it.
That's Gary.
That's a t-shirt right
That's
there.
Gary.
Yeah, 0.0 dick.
Yeah, that's a t-shirt.
Box size, 0.0 dick. Because I got a DSP, I'll make it work.
Yeah.
That was his answer for everything. I got a DSP, I'll make it work. And then he'd do that Gary smile that he does.
Yep.
You know, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah, he had these boxes that fit a single 8 slot vented that I guess he used to do an Alpine Type R 8, and that was like his go-to drop-in for those Tundras.
So you guys don't know the Gary we're talking about. We're talking about Gary Bell, who
Yep.
does the podcast with Matt, the old school podcast.
Yeah.
Two old guys.
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Yep.
Sorry,
He
old
was
fashioned podcast.
nice enough to hook me up with a box for me to try, so we'll
Jeff,
see how that goes.
Jeff, what was your favorite Phoenix Gold gear?
Favorite Phoenix Gold gear has to be M25. M25.
The M25?
M25.
Okay.
Hands down. That is I have a bunch of those for the Prelude. Sitting, waiting,
Yeah.
But the whole M series of amplifiers is still my favorite, but the M25 because that was just a little beast of a 25 watt amplifier that just
So is that like the equivalent to like a Punch 45?
yes, that was
That was their version of it?
MTX had the Thunder 240,
Right.
Rockford had Punch 40,
Ryan had the 225.
Orion had 225.
222 SX.
222 SX, little black one,
Yep.
I remember those.
and then
They had the 240 GT.
yep,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
remember
yeah, because I
those.
want a 240 or a 225.
What was the series with the little clear caps on the sides of it, with like 3 triangle LEDs in the middle? A little newer than that.
caps?
It had like little clear corners on little
Xenon.
windows. Yeah. Okay.
The Xenons were the very first ones before JL that had the variable impedance output.
You
So
get the same
have
power at
1,000
every.
watts at 4 ohm, 2 ohm, or 1 ohm.
Xenon looks. That doesn't look right.
That's not what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, you're thinking about the
way older.
TIs.
Yeah.
TI, ZX TIs, and the ZPAs.
Yeah, like this.
Yep.
Like that.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
I really like the style of the look of those.
Yep.
Never owned one, but I always thought they were cool.
Yeah, very cool. Every car needs an epicenter. Yes, it does.
You damn straight.
Yes, it does.
Oh, hey, wow. Hey, Mel.
Hey.
Rumor of secret SPL van being built in Texas with 9 Stinger audio 12-inch sub. I wonder who that could be.
Yeah. Let me know when it's done. I'm gonna have to come take a listen to that.
25 watts is going to be a normal full range max. Oh,
that's
that's Brian.
Well, this is just
Should've
a
just-
star-studded show
I should
tonight, isn't
have
it?
just said Brian and moved on.
Brian was just here, what, Friday? Not here, but on the show Friday?
Yes,
Yeah.
Brian came on Friday. We
Nice.
stressed him out. We asked him to come on. Someone said, "You guys haven't had guests on in a while." And I go, well, "We're gonna have Matthew and possibly Jeff Smith on Monday." I said, "I'll make a call. I'll get Brian on and stress him out, and he'll be like." Because I'd always, because he might not have his whole kit. I know he's
Right.
at his shop,
Yeah.
and he's not going to tell me no.
Right.
Because he's too nice to tell me no.
Yeah. So he'll make it happen.
He'll make it happen,
work.
and it was great. It's always fun having him on the show. Didn't you do a full DMA10 video?
No, we did a walk through the software.
It's not a
Okay.
tune.
Not a full tune. I don't know,
But his
maybe-
video is talking about
It's
it.
yeah. It talks about all the updates to the software and kind of why and where and how, etc.
Okay.
But it's not really a tune.
Yeah.
I feel like we've tried to do tune videos where they're kind of hard to.
Well, we have
Every-
Jeff Smith patented tune technology.
Well, everybody
Yeah,
has
I
their
mean,
own
it's-
method and style.
Yeah,
and
it's one of those
subjective,
things where
you know?
it's totally subjective, and I tell people all the time, it's like you have to know what your expectations are before you start tuning.
Yeah.
And knock it out of the park. That's what you have to shoot for.
Ooh, that's a good question right there.
Maybe the car doesn't apply to Dean. That's so us. All right, so we'll start with you, Matthew.
Okay.
What is your car, and what system would you put in it?
It would be a Lexus LS, like big body sedan, one of the L models,
Okay.
long wheelbase, like probably pretty recent, like a 20 to 23, somewhere in there. I have no idea what fits in that car off the top of my head, but that or like an S Class, a 7 Series. I like big sedans. If you're going to go with sedan, that Cadillac CT6 is pretty cool. I don't know. I like big cars, man.
Dude, are you Italian?
So, yeah, I'm half
Kevin-
with a last name like Palumbo.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
kidding
true.
me?
What am I
Yeah.
thinking? Duh.
Did you see Kevin CT6?
No. I know they didn't make very many of them, but I always like the CT6 just because nobody has one. Everybody bought a CT5 or
Mhm.
CT4. But
Yeah.
anyway, some sort of big ass sedan with a shitload of bass and Yeah.
A shit load.
You
of
heard
bass.
me.
Yeah.
Shitload of bass.
Oh yeah.
like ported through the rear deck type bass. And then I don't know. As far as specific gear, I mean, it's probably all audio control stuff at the moment. So
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff.
honestly, I haven't
car would-
installed in a while.
what
I'd probably
car
have
would
Jeff
you have?
do it.
If it was a
Mel.
dream
Yeah.
car
And don't
in
say
the system,
freaking gay ass prelude.
nope. If it was a dream car,
Yeah.
honestly, it would be a white
Of course. Well, all right.
White.
Duh.
88 Buick T-Type Regal, not a Grand National, a 88 Buick T-Type Regal.
Very
What
specific.
makes a T-type different than a
It's
normal
basically a
Regal?
Grand National, but it's a Regal.
So it's just
It's
not bad. Just Grand
turboed,
National.
yeah, it's turboed and T-tops and everything.
Oh, so it's got the T-tops one.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a cool car.
That's
What year did you say?
88.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's old
that's cool
box
cars.
Chevy.
87, 88 G-body.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did a G body like not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine's son decided that he wanted one, and it was it the fastback?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
fast.
the bubble.
It was fastback bubble.
Oh.
Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monte
Yeah.
Carlo.
I mean, let's be honest, they're all the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all the same
Yeah.
car.
Chevy made a killing off of that body.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yes, they
did.
did.
They were smart.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll take this
Wow.
one platform.
that was so cliche, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what color.
White.
Oh yeah, white. What size wheels?
It would be staggered. It would have 18s in the front and 22s in the back.
That's pretty
Oh,
modest.
dude, okay, so that's where the white guy comes in. Are you gonna put a push bar on the front?
Nope. Nope.
Are you gonna hide some lights in the grill?
Nope. It would be very factory looking on the inside.
Yeah, what color?
On the it was gray.
You'd have to have gray.
Have to have gray.
We're not doing maroon.
No, definitely not.
Oh,
what about
yeah,
the blue?
no,
The
no,
blue was
no,
good.
no.
No,
I
blue and
stopped-
maroon
Blue,
is
what about baby
no.
blue?
Blue and
No.
maroon is
Dude, I stocked
No,
blue carpet just for those
the,
cars.
So the Oldsmobile Cutlass was white with the baby blue
Mhm.
crush interior.
Yep.
The Monte Carlo LS had white with the
dark
blue
red.
and with the maroon, the really
Yeah.
dark maroon, and also
Yeah.
came with the blue.
Yep.
Those were mainly the what they call the grandma trims.
Yeah.
They had the baby blue inside of them.
Yeah, and they always had like the quarter rag top, which made
Yeah.
no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It always looked good when
Quarter-
they took that
Quarter
off.
brome.
Yeah, quarter bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, quarter bro.
Right.
Fernando, what would you have?
The Dodge Challenger.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. The new one. Yeah. The demon
Yeah.
style. Like,
Okay.
you know that.
Fender flares.
Did you see someone who posted that price list on a
Yep.
dealership?
Yeah, that was
it was
insane.
like $300,000.
Almost 400,000.
Oh,
That
we're
was not
dreaming.
worth
We're
it,
dreaming.
of course, but
Isn't
yeah.
that like a $100,000 car?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but they're like super
just
limited
asking.
now because
Oh.
they stopped making them
Oh,
Yeah, because we're gonna get
Didn't
the
know they
hybrid
stopped
version
making
of it.
oh yeah, I
with
remember
the
that
speaker on
last
the
year.
outside.
Yeah. Vroom, Barilla or Brillo Pad or whatever the company is.
Fernando's got a challenge.
Yeah. My,
Charger.
my-
What's the system in it though? You didn't answer that part, and neither did you actually.
Go ahead.
I would keep my my 430
Mhm.
just because I love that.
Visconti Pros all the way
the
around.
amplifier. Keep the GS. You know,
You
the
tried it.
GS9, and
So you
Good
take
deck.
what you currently have and just put
and
it
just put it
in
in the car. Yes, of course.
That's cool though. That means you've got your dream system
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, I do,
That's pretty
I do,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Nothing wrong
Nalika.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd have to go old school.
Oh, of course you'd have
There's
to
nothing
go
wrong with that.
I'd
I
have
don't
to
think
go
that's
old school.
unfortunate at all.
I would have to pull out my old school Alpine gear. Do an Alpine 7915, not an 09. 7915 in the dash.
Period, correct.
With the
I was just going to say period. Correct. Love
with
it.
the half-in EGA 180 in the dash.
You wouldn't go all the way up and just do a double in, put a 320 in there?
No, not 3. I'm not a 320 fan.
Nobody is.
I'm
I
not
can't tell you
320
how many of those I put in
Yeah.
that didn't work.
Yeah.
They just did the
They
lights.
just did the lights.
Yeah, because they were noisy as shit.
Quart Q series components in the front.
You have Court Q
Oh.
series components?
I have
too?
Quart Q series components brand new in a box that I've never opened.
Do you rotate them?
No.
Oh, they're dead.
They literally
Like
are
what generate? Like what era Q series?
QSD,
Okay. Yeah.
not QS. So there was Q,
Yep.
then there was QM,
Yep.
then there was QSD, then there was QSC.
Yep.
Once they went past the D,
I knew. I knew. I
once
could
they
see
went
the look
past
on your
D,
face.
it was like
I agree.
They went limp? Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, they definitely went limp.
Yeah.
Rear speakers, and that one would be 4 5 1/4 across the rear deck.
Are we doing speakers or subwoofers?
No, across the rear deck.
Yeah.
4 5 1/4.
That's
Okay.
very, very G body of you.
Well, yeah, I'm just
5
saying.
1/4, not 6x9s,
Right.
5 1/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there would be 2 15s
Oh.
be behind the seat. They would either want to be in IDQs. I have a set of
15s.
I have a pair of IDQ 15s
How would you fit
Infant
those?
baffle.
behind. So all right,
'Cause, I mean, it
so
has
in the
the
G
hump.
body, right? So in the G body, but if you take the seat out,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. They went down.
there's enough room if you place it roughly about 2 inches below the crest.
Yeah.
There's enough room for the magnet to sit there,
Such a
Okay, so
nerd.
you're going on.
You're such
so
a
you're
dork.
going on the front.
facing the seat.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Facing-
saying. You're okay. You're going from the front side.
You're
If-
counting on that slope of the basket
if
to
it's,
just barely
if it's
clear
not
that
IDQ 15s, it would be the MB-Court.
Image dynamic 15s. Is that what you said?
Right, my
Yeah,
image
IDQs.
15s. If not, I would keep it all Q. I'll keep it
Okay.
all Court, and I would do my PWE 352, the Premium Series 15s, which were
You
The
still
dir-
have a set of these?
which were the derivatives
Uh-huh.
of the HX2 Rockford
Yeah.
woofers.
So that's right when Rockford.
Where do you keep all this shit?
Dude, I have so much old school gear.
Yeah, I know, but
Do you have
like,
a hidden storage unit
I-
somewhere?
Oh, yeah, he does.
I do. I have a storage unit full of stuff.
I was gonna say.
Can you
But
tell
it's-
me where it is?
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's gonna be
But,
commenting. What's the address?
But yeah, I mean, it's
Mhm.
yeah. Those 15s were definitely HX2s, chrome magnets and all.
oh,
Just
damn!
beautiful.
Wow. That's
stuff.
All right. So which one is yours?
I don't have one. That's why he says, well, maybe not D, because I really don't care.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
to me, I don't. It's just a car.
Did you get to see the K2M, the new Power M's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What'd you think of those?
It looks nice. We haven't heard them. We saw the shallow mount.
Shallow mount looks really
looks
nice.
beautiful, yeah.
Shallow mount woofer or mid?
Yeah,
Shallow
woofer.
mount
Woofer.
Oh no, they have a shallow mount mid bass too.
So they have a new
Full line.
new
So if you
design.
saw that cool picture of the back side of the back of Pedro's head and the foam focal thing, he was listening to the new shallow K2s
I didn't see
that
it.
just came out. So they're
Everybody that's seen those though has been saying good things. So
I want to. It's yeah. So they're changing the KRX series three ways,
Mhm.
going to the frac tweeter.
Yep.
So everything's getting a frac tweeter.
The inverted dome.
No, the bigger frac tweeter. That's
Oh.
Yeah. so
Okay.
like that
Yeah.
tweeter. There is the frac tweeter.
Gotcha.
is that
Like-
a metal tweeter?
No, well that's a metal tweeter for that set. I can't remember.
So I don't
if
know what the frac tweeter is.
So it's called a frac because it's a combination tweeter / mid range.
Oh, okay.
So there's a 1/16 of an inch gap. So
Between
there's
them.
an actual
Interesting.
voice
That's a cool
coil
design.
in there with a
That's
spider
really cool, yeah.
for a tweeter.
That's pretty cool.
So it can play down really, I mean, no one's going to do it, but except for the Europeans will do it because
Right.
they don't have to have any
volume.
volume.
Yeah, they play it as loud as we're talking.
Yeah, it's 110 dB.
Yeah.
That was the best advice you gave me before I went to Emma. He calls me up and he says, "Hey, just want to let you know, 110 dB is as loud as it gets." And I go, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Yeah." So, and I'm sitting in the Stinger car
Mhm.
because as soon as I walked in the door, the guys from Stinger over in
Stinger
Europe,
UK.
yeah. Gee! I'm there with Diogo.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how well that went.
Yeah.
So I'm hi, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go start filming some B-roll.
Yeah.
Walked over to Stinger guys, and he had Utopias in there with their 45th anniversary amplifier that they had with the DSP. They had like two of those in this Dodge wagon, I think, and the 8-inch Utopias were up in the front kicks, and then tweeter mid range up in the top of the dash, and they're just man, let's take a listen.
Right.
Like wow, this is really nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's very
Cheese.
There's
Very
so
fun.
much cheese.
Yeah.
Crackers,
Yeah.
pinkies out, and it was amazing. Like I could tell listening to it, like they probably are crossing that tweeter over like a Burrell, and that
Super
mid
low.
range is playing down to the ground.
Yeah.
And that the 8-inch is just coming in there going, ooh.
Yeah. Sometimes I watch some of the see stuff on social media or see videos and things where you go, some of these installs and stuff are gorgeous, like craftsmanship,
Yeah.
beautiful installs are insane, and then you go, they're playing it like I said, like as loud as we're talking right now. You go,
Yeah. Well, that's what I said to him. I said, they go, well, what do you guys like? And I go, these, but we play them
But
louder.
at 3 times the volume.
No, you like the stuff in the next room. I said, no.
I like pro
these.
audio stuff. Yeah.
You guys just don't understand how to make them loud.
Well, and it seems to be a very like divisive thing over there. It's like either SQ and you play it at minimum volume,
Yes.
or it's like semi trucks that transform or unfold and have 1,000 speakers in them.
or
and are
any other
stupid
car
loud.
that
Yeah.
you could,
Yeah.
but lots of DSP. Lots of
DSP,
DSP.
yeah.
Because most of those cars have a DSP for the cab and
Right.
a DSP for out the back.
For the stunt wall or
Yeah.
whatever they call
Well,
it. Yeah.
To over there, it's
I know.
nuts. It's
I've
just-
seen even little GTIs and stuff where it literally like
Yes.
unfolds
Yeah, it's-
into this thing, It blooms.
Love that.
Oh wow, Christian! Look at Christian coming in and says Jeff
Give me
needs
dinner.
some glasses.
Oh yeah. It's time. Otherwise they're gonna have to hear us cough.
A
the whole
crack
time.
tweeter. It's called a
Did
frack
you remove the question?
tweeter.
Crack tweeter.
That was a big one, bro.
I'm sorry, put it back up. I totally removed it.
Something about
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
I have two family members that install Maestro units in their cars. Both have issues. One had an unresponsive touchscreen where it would go through screens on its own. The other sometimes comes up with a black screen and CarPlay will not work. I've sent both head units back to Kenwood under warranty, but they check out. Have you ever had issues with Maestro units? So the quick answer to that is kind of the program one where I'm going to say the issues you're having, no, not at all. And those don't seem like Maestro issues at
I
all.
agree.
because the Maestro really doesn't have any effect on those type of those things in the vehicle. Now, I will say from the perspective of sending them out to Kenwood to repair, the reality is when it comes into them, they're going to plug it into a power source and they're going to turn it on. And if it turns on and every button they press works, that's the end of what they're going to do for you.
Yeah, because they're not going to plug into a Maestro. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. The other thing he didn't mention is what vehicles they were in.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I will say from my experience, like when I was still working in retail, we carried Maestro as well as all the other brands of integration stuff because you kind of have to. But like we liked that stuff enough to where I'll admit it, like that was our go-to. If there was a Maestro integration part, I was the store manager. I'm like, Maestro is the number one. That's our first choice. You know, if there isn't one of those and we go to somebody else, and I can't remember a single car that it ever didn't work.
You drive a Ford, Kenwood, Maestro. There you go.
I don't remember ever
he
putting
didn't
one in.
mention like what model, and some of these Kenwoods they need to do an
Updates.
update.
Yes.
Yep, that's fair.
So check an update, and that's normally what fixes that.
Well, and anything with CarPlay always makes me think of USB adapters to use the factory port. Sometimes are goofy, and cables. Like CarPlay's kind of picky, you know.
Not as picky as Android Auto, but that's okay.
Very true.
All right, Camry question.
Yes, I was going to say, Jeff.
All right, I have a 22 Camry, non-premium. What integration products do you need to add amps and speakers? Well, you can do a few things. To start off, I would start off with a PAC LPH T-harness so that you don't cut into any of the wires in the vehicle. Then I would, if I'm just doing standard amps, I'm not doing DSP or anything like that, I would use 2 kicker key locks, one for front, one for rear. Flatten out the factory EQ curve, get rid of factory all-pass filters, give you the best signal you can get without changing the radio in that Camry. Then from there, go into whatever amplifiers you want. I would prefer a 6-channel, so that way you can power the dash, the door, and the rear speakers. Speakers for that vehicle, the Kenwood Exelons are very good for that vehicle. Drop in with no problem. You have a 3.5 with a tweeter, 6.9 in the front door, matching 6.5 with the rear door. Another option for that would be the GS series from Audio Frog. GS 25 in the dash, GS 690 in the front door, and GS 62 in the rear. Then there's also this other really cool brand that's going to give you 2 ohm speakers all the way around. You could do the P&W series from Audio Control.
I was going to say, is that Audio Control?
3
That
ohm.
is Audio Control. 3 ohm. Sorry. Excuse me. Do a 2 3/4 on the dash. Do your 6x9 in the front door. And,
Don't you have a 3.5 though?
We do.
Oh yeah, there is a 3.5.
I was gonna say, just do the 3.5.
Yep, 3.5. That way you have a
That's 2 ohm.
mid-range and a tweeter.
That one is 2 ohm.
That one's 2
That
ohm.
one's
P&W 35. Yep.
Yep, 6x9 in the front door. The P&W 69 CS2. Not use the tweeter. Just use the mid bass, and then do the P&W 6.5, 65 in the rear doors. Coax. And then you got to put some subs in there. You can't replace all the speakers without putting some bump in the trunk. So
we'll get to the bump in the trunk thing in a second. A question on you recommended the key locks.
Yes.
Okay. So the question I would have is DEQing it is cool. If he's going to do some form of DSP that would benefit him from. But if he's not going to do DSP, would you still want to DEQ it?
I would not necessarily DEQ it, but that is the easiest thing for a consumer. I'm assuming this guy's a consumer.
Yeah.
For a consumer to have installed into his vehicle, that's also going to fix the roll off.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So he's going to get really good mid bass,
Okay.
on the front of that vehicle for that 6x9 in the door.
And you can turn if you want to keep the all pass filter to keep the imaging, you can go into the key lock and turn that off. Turn that back
feature
on.
off. Correct.
Yeah, turn that feature off.
Yeah.
So okay, that makes sense. All right, good call.
Other than that, you could go. There's still products out there. They can source them. You can get something as simple as a DQ61 from Audio Control. They'll still keep your front and rear fade. You're just going to need to add load resistors. And still do all the same things. So there's many interfaces out there. Oh yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah, new 7i Pro would work well.
Yeah, 7i
5i Pro even.
There you go.
I really like pushing people into EQs though, because I think
totally need
I think
EQ.
EQs are a lost art, and people,
Especially with stock deck.
Yeah, people don't realize the benefit you can get with an EQ just by either fixing something that's because you got to remember the factory speakers are typically paper.
Yeah.
You're still going to need that little bit of bump on the high end, and you're going to need a little bit of pull in mid range. Because a lot of those paper speakers, once you add an aftermarket speaker, the frequency response is like this, like right in the middle of the vocal area.
It's crazy, but you see it all the time. Guys will spend a ton of money on speakers and amps and all this stuff, nice wire install, bass, but then like they have nothing but the factory bass and treble controls for EQ. And it's like, well, I tuned it. Well, with what?
And that's another thing. We kind of talked about this today. Like, one of the reasons me and Matt are in town is for training.
Yep.
A lot of guys don't. A DSP is not for everyone. Even though we say everyone needs a DSP,
Right.
it is not for everyone because some people, unfortunately, are not computer people.
Right.
And that's okay.
And DSP.
Well, that was the LCQ1 and the
DQ61,
DQ61,
DQDX.
DQDX. We're all for those people.
Is one of the other reasons I'm in town is to work on something in that vein.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
with your boy Nathan.
Oh God. Remember when we were talking about this? Remember back when? Yeah. This was a thing at one point.
We had plans all drawn up for an LC 3.900.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 600 on the sub channel and 150 by 2.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was before you guys.
That got back burnered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally got back
it's gonna
burnered.
be the chassis of an LC 4.800.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It
I always
wouldn't
thought
have
three
been
channels
an
are cool.
ABD though.
No, but it would have been a 3-channel amp.
All of Class D. But
Yeah.
but Class D sound good these days.
I mean, even now, if you do a LC 4800 or D 4800, dude, it's a ton of power.
Dude, a D4800 ran in
three-channel
3-channel mode is pretty tough to beat.
Yeah.
Like for that size.
Is there any more?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, no, I want to pause on the questions because I want to show the stuff that we brought.
Okay.
Hey guys, I just picked up 2013 Chevy Express cargo brand. Take it back. Bass, no backup camera. Recommendations on rear view cam. That's Echo Master, right?
Master all the way.
So he's going to need a MCI GM 51, I believe, in order to make the factory radio flip or activate for the rear camera.
Right.
Right. I believe it's the MCI GM 51.
Wait,
Or just put a radio in there.
Yeah,
No,
or you can
13?
replace the radio.
It's
Yeah,
10-year-old. I'd put a
He's
high-
talking about a rear view mirror cam though. I think he wants it to show in the rear view mirror.
Oh, on
I
the
was
rear view
thinking
mirror
that
cam.
closed loop system.
Okay, then yeah, he can do the MRC HD DVR.
There you
So
go.
it's going to be a 1080p front view dash cam and a 1080p reverse cam with DVR built into the unit. Will record front and rear.
Do you guys
That
make
thing's
the
badass.
mount? Do you guys make the third brake light replacement for that though on the Echo Master line?
We do have but it's not for that system because that system is a full 1080p. But if
Right.
he wants a regular mirror,
Yeah, you guys have a regular mirror.
Yeah.
it's the MRC 43 DPL MRC PMK 7333. There's a bunch of stuff on
So
the
head over to
Master website.
head over to
Echomaster.
echomaster.com and there you will find everything you need to do a plethora of fun things for your particular van. I'm going to hide this.
Yep.
As promised, they didn't come here empty-handed. They brought some new stuff,
I
so
didn't
we
bring
still
anything.
Jeff didn't bring anything other than himself. But Matthew was nice enough to bring some stuff.
He
so
brought
let's-
that gorgeous smile, that positive attitude. He brought all that.
That's
Which
it.
one you want to choose?
Let's do the slim.
All right.
Yeah.
So some new stuff coming here down the
Dun,
road
dun, dun.
from audio control.
So
Let's tip it to the side.
yeah, we've got some preloaded, prefabbed enclosures coming your way.
I like
This
the
is-
round.
Me too. I love the rounded.
I like the
design.
round a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So explain me these two.
Yes.
kinda
So
like
this is our
Tesla later.
Space Series
Yep.
prefab preloaded enclosure available in a single 10 or single 12. This is pretty cool. So you have your traditional terminal cup, of course, and then we have this XT90 connector, which is just a quick connect. So it of course includes this little harness here. I'm doing this from the back side, so you can't really see. But you can have a quick disconnect harness in there, and that way, if it is something
For
you
the
pull,
clean wiring people.
if you pull it in and out of your
There you
vehicle, you don't end up with loose wiring sitting there. Even a banana plug is, kind of ugly.
Yeah.
So this is a nice way to do it.
You know,
And
those
then
clean wiring people. Really
I don't know any-
XT90s.
I don't know anything about clean wire people.
And then this also has these little integrated mounting holes, which we include some nice looking little brackets that go with
Are
those.
those just bent back straps?
They are definitely not. Just
No,
bent
they are
back straps.
definitely not bent
They're
bracket. Those
really
are
nice.
Those are like
And then threaded machine
360.
screws to go into that. which are a nice, panhead hex
very nice.
hex screw, and then we even give you some nice stainless hex self tappers to go into the vehicle. So the cool thing about this one with the Slim in particular is you can either use the brackets like this and mount it to the floor that way, or if you're laying it down the other way, you can do it this way as well. And just a little bit more versatility. So if you're going to slide it under a back seat, you can do that. If you're going to set it up behind a back seat, whatever. It's kind of hard to tell on camera too, but this has a cool texture. Like this has this nice vinyl wrap on it, and then this is more of like a bed liner spray, but it's I think they call it armor coating.
Armor coating.
Yeah, so it's a little bit finer.
Coat.
It's a little bit finer. It's not that chunky, like rough texture.
And
bed
just
liner.
in case you're asking, on this side, there's just a metal plate that screws into.
Yeah, just a mirror of the mounting plate over there. So then,
Is
pretty
it
cool
sealed
stuff on
or ported?
this one. This is sealed.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Slim ones are a
This
sealed
is not a
enclosure.
sticker. This is a piece of metal.
Yeah, it's an actual little badge on there. So,
that's pretty cool.
they're nice looking, attractive enclosures. They sound good. And
What sizes will they be available in?
single 10, single 12. They are a single 2 ohm impedance on both of them. So,
Yeah.
good looking boxes. They sound good. I heard them myself in California a few weeks ago. So, exciting stuff there. I love that rounded design.
We used to do that.
Yeah.
We used to do a lot of that because we bought.
Were you like doing the kerf thing or
we,
whatever?
we bought a ton of 2-inch rounded trim.
Oh,
that
gotcha.
it had you just nail the two pieces into it,
Sure.
and it would finish it off.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And we bought so much of it. Like,
So you just started
we,
using it on
we
everything.
used it on everything.
Yeah. Like, oh, this box is
Put
getting
that
rounded a
on
corner
everything.
too.
Oh, we did. We put it on everything. It was wonderful.
But yeah, I think
Comes
it's a
with the
pretty
grill.
Yep, built-in grill.
course,
These handle
it's
600
on
watts
control.
RMS. Nice looking woofer, and you can't really tell again on video, but the woofer is like flushed in a little bit. It's not just mounted to the front fascia.
Yeah.
So it's an attractive little package there.
I like
So
it. That's nice.
the news that I heard today was we're expecting to be having these out hopefully before the end of the year. I'm not going to promise that because last time I said something was coming out before the end of the year, I never heard the end of it. It came out on like January 3rd, I think, the last time I said that, and I got lit up by the online community. So
Well, I mean, you could listen. No one will be as bad as Bennett. We're coming out with a 5-channel in 2.5 years.
oh man, if there's, I love the guy, and if there's anything I learned from Chris, it's to not announce things until you're really sure that they're close to being ready. Yeah.
All right, so
So
we
this
got
is my favorite.
Yes,
All
this is
right.
pretty cool.
Good. I like this.
Yeah.
So we've got a
Hold on. Why is there? Move this up here. Remove that.
Just
Yeah.
click
Jeff
on that.
the Arvana White again. So this is going to be our Spike series of enclosures. This is the 8-inch model. So we have an 8, a 10, and a 12, just like the woofers. These will all be single 2s as well. So this one, we took the woofer out of it just so you can kind of see what they're going to come with. They will come with a traditional Spike woofer, which I think is cool. A lot of companies, when they do a prefab,
Yeah.
they give you like a slightly different woofer, or like they don't put all the
Because they're not made in
cosmetics
the
on the
same
back.
place. Or...
Yeah, or they're like, oh, nobody's going to see the back, so we're not going to paint them and do all the stuff. These are the exact same woofer. So if there's ever a warranty issue or a blown woofer, a retailer can just swap it out with an off-the-shelf sub, which is pretty cool.
Very nice.
What we wanted to show with this, though, is just kind of how they're manufactured. They're not just an empty box. There is internal bracing.
And carpet.
The carpet is because this actually slides in there and it literally holds that magnet right into place. I mean, I have to kind of like shove it in there
Baby.
to get it to fit. So,
Pull harder.
oh, it's so tight.
Oh, pull.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't be so
Turn-
rough.
Be rough. Turn it to the side.
Oh, there's white stuff all over the inside of it.
Oh, it's polyfill.
It's polyfill. It's Christmas. It's polyfill.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just
so
got out
they
here,
are
guys.
internally braced with that brace in there that kind of holds the whole motor structure
Same
and
back,
magnet.
back.
Yeah, it's got
rounded.
that nice rounded side there, and what I really like is the port coming down the backside like
Oh,
that.
yeah, look at that.
Vented,
pretty cool.
Fernando. Vented.
I love
vented.
that one.
And then this has that XT90 connector as
Same
well.
style.
Same
That-
style.
That is cool.
It's a nice feature.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've never seen that before.
what I'm thinking too is if I'm an installer and I'm putting this in and I'm just going to use the regular connector, I'm going to use the XT90 and cut it and wire it for like some LEDs or something in the port or
No, I'm just using
around it or
XT90 to
whatever.
I'm like, can I get rid of the speaker cup. Right?
Yeah, my first thing
Yeah.
was there's 2 connectors on there. What can I use the extra connector for?
No, my
you know,
first thing
but
is I'll be pulling the speaker cup off, and I'll be making a laser bracket to cover that.
There you
up,
go.
So nobody, yeah.
so yeah, I mean, even the wire inside is like decent gauge. It's all foam wrapped, so there's never any vibration or
I like
rattling.
it. It's the same color, blue and black.
Yep. I mean, we pay attention. If audio control does anything, we pay attention to details, right? So, same thing though. You can see how the woofer's countersunk in this one. We use all that nice, not rib nut, nutsert hardware on there with the threaded machine screws,
There
and
you go.
it's not just a half-inch face on
Thanks,
there.
El Fernandez.
Very, very nice. So,
Thank you, buddy.
wow,
Isn't
thank you.
That a Gately box. Oh, I met Gately at SEMA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's really cool.
Had you never
dude.
met him
You
before?
met his
I had
wife?
Yeah, his wife was the one who came over to the
cool.
booth.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The
we
Mad DSP.
introduced him last year.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
over there and spent some time and sat in her. Well, she was demoing a Yukon or Denali or
Yeah.
Escalade or some sort of GMS.
Did you go hear anything?
So yeah,
Sat in
so
his
she
F350.
came to the booth.
Here, let me get rid of these.
So
for
so she came
you. This
to the
is
booth.
the
Really,
official Jeff Smith, Bobby Gately story.
yeah,
Is that
really,
what
really
he's
nice
done?
lady. So I was in the middle of doing something else, and then Aaron, Phantom Aaron,
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, I need you, like code 29." And I'm like, "What the hell is code 29?" And he was like, "We got a problem."
Yes.
And I'm like, "What's wrong?" Like, I just got the Bronco. It's not on fire. The booth's not falling. Like, what's wrong? And he was like, "Bobby Gately's got a problem outside." And I'm like, "Who?" And it took me like 2 seconds, and I was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And then he had a DSP sitting on the table, and the DSP had been rattled.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
Rattled.
Constant exposure
Yeah,
to
it had been-
160 dB
It had
plus.
been rattled a little
breaks
bit.
things.
So anyway,
Weird.
so they were asking some questions. It didn't work, and his wife was there, and someone said like, "Is there any way you can come out and like help us with getting this fixed?" And I was like, "Where's out there?" And they were like, "Oh, we're outside on the other side of West Hall." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." Not realizing it was a 4-mile.
Oh,
trek.
yeah. No, it's a
Right.
4-mile trek.
No, but Jeff's like, cool, I get to be out of the booth for a while?
Right.
Yeah,
so
sign
yeah,
me up.
I was like, "Come out."
Yeah.
I'm
I
out
got to
here.
go help these guys.
So I walked all the way back with his wife and 2 other guys that work at their shop, and we were talking a little bit back and forth. I had no idea where they were, and when we walked out of the north end of the West Hall, there was a sea of Gately disciples,
Oh, yeah.
like all
Yeah.
these big SPO guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
it's
talking
an army. The
it was
Gately army.
insane. Like
Yeah.
I've seen the boxes you guys have done before,
Yeah.
and then Robbie at work has one in his truck. But dude, just to see.
Oh,
It was mind boggling.
Yeah.
The truck that actually had the DSP issue has a brace, that really dark
Oh, yeah.
Russian
Mhm.
wood.
Oh, yeah. It's gorgeous.
Dude, the
Birch or
brace that
something.
goes from the roof to the
Acrylic?
ceiling,
Yeah.
it's acrylic and
Yeah.
then wood on the sides.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like
It's at F350 dually,
You have
right?
to see that one. The grill on the front.
Yeah,
It's acrylic
I remember that
on the
one.
front of the.
on the front.
I never
of
went
the-
around to the front.
And it's all his little Gately logo repetitively, and that's what makes up the grill.
Oh,
And it lights up.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
pretty
he's-
sick.
He's one fish tank making dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
so there's like 6 tweeters in the pillar, like
Yeah.
6 mids in the pillar.
Oh,
The
yeah.
front doors are like 6
Made out of
8s,
wood or
10s,
something.
made out of wood.
Yeah.
Then the rear doors are like another 4 10s.
Oh, they get nasty.
Then there are 4 DS18 like compression driver horns under the seat.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Oh, that
just
is the
those.
truck I sat in last year.
Then
Yeah.
there are like 7 or 8 B52 4 channels just to play the front end, and the DSP sits next to it. And then you can see like there's a cut through, and I was like, "What's in there?" And they're like, "Oh, 1212s."
Oh, you know.
There's no camper.
Yeah.
They're like,
All
"Yeah,
in the
it's all in a bed."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?"
all the amplifiers.
It's another
Had no
world.
clue. Then I walked around to the back of it, and there's 12 B52 like 2K, 3Ks, whatever they are, just
Yep.
all lined up. There's a sea of power wire.
Oh,
coming out
yeah.
the back of this
Oh,
thing.
dude.
It's,
All these milled aluminum brackets
so
and
did
everything.
you fix it?
Yes, we put a 608. Bobby had already started putting a 608 from another vehicle into this,
Yeah.
just to get this thing to play out there, because they could only demo
For 5 minutes.
5 minutes or 15 minutes at the beginning of every hour.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
that's how it
5
was
minutes at
last
the
year,
beginning of
too.
every hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's stupid. And so it's like
And
everyone
then the
disappears
next
and everybody
day-
comes back.
Yeah.
Then the next day they get to move to a different lot and they get to demo all day.
Because I was starting to do the SEMA.
experience.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
off.
SEMA Ignited or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I could not imagine being. And he had a Tahoe or something that was over here that was working totally fine.
That's the other one.
And I'm trying to work on
It's
this
crazy,
vehicle,
dude.
and Homeboy's just like wailing on the Tahoe over here. And literally, my clothes are like doing this. And I'm just like trying to hold it together because I'm like, I don't listen to music this loud. Oh, God, I don't listen to music this loud. Right?
So I got a video of Matthew, and you'd swear to God somebody was tickling him with a feather.
Oh, it just makes me laugh.
He just giggling
Yeah,
his ass off. It was hilarious.
Dude, I always say, like, if loud SPL doesn't make you laugh, I think there's something wrong with you. Like, I don't know.
For sure.
Or at least make you smile.
I had
you
an
know?
old man moment for like 2 seconds. I was like, oh my God, that's too loud. And then it was like, okay, I get this.
Then you remembered who you really
Dude.
were.
Yeah, I get this.
Yeah, and then
You got back to your roots for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we sat in this truck last year that was there, and Fernando was in the front. I'm in the back with these two dudes. You know, these two dudes are. This guy, y'all ready for this? And I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. The doors were closed. Oh,
Yeah.
it was just like a sledgehammer. Just. I'm going. Oh. Yeah, it was great. It was the best time.
Yeah, because, I like loud vehicles from a distance,
Yeah,
but that
no.
was,
yeah.
That's another
It's like
level.
a workout.
yeah. That dude
Yeah.
builds some really cool stuff. Bobby's a really good dude, man.
Yeah.
Really humble, really nice.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, just
He's like a jujitsu guy. Too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I legit, if he could walk past me that day,
Yeah.
he would have walked past me. I would have never known who he was because I've only seen this logo before in boxes that people have.
Yeah.
I never knew who he
Yeah.
was.
No, he's really cool.
Well,
His
yeah,
wife
he's a cool
is
dude.
awesome. They're great people.
Yeah, his wife was
for
really
sure.
cool. So yeah, they were really appreciative when I came over.
Yeah, she's the one that gave me the demo last year. She was super
Okay.
nice. And I'm like, wait, do you really sit here and demo all day and
Oh,
not wear ear protection?
Oh, and she's so
Yeah.
excited
And
too,
she's
man.
psyched about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
she
She's
was
like,
all about
She
it.
gave Fernando her hit the
Oh,
demo,
there we go.
and she's like,
So-
ready? You ready?
Oh, yeah,
and she's just like,
I love
Oh,
her.
because she knows.
Yeah,
and she's just
she
like,
does.
we
yeah.
should probably learn her name, so that we're not just like she, you know. But just saying,
Why you gotta go there, man?
I don't know.
Why
Just
you gotta
saying.
go there?
I just feel bad.
I do feel bad.
She's so nice, and then we're just like, we don't even know her name. You know,
Sorry, Mrs. Gailey.
that seems rude.
Yeah.
You're a very nice person.
Those
Yes.
are assholes.
Hey, listen, guys. We'd like to thank you. Well, maybe not Matthew, but we'd like to.
No, I said we were a bunch of.
Yeah. That's what not you. We'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight and spending your time with us and the boys here from Stinger. That came in with no barb and
No barb.
no barb.
Oh,
No
there's so
barb.
many questions to answer, though, Dean.
I know there's a ton
Yeah.
of questions, but we have to move on because we just get an hour of their time.
Dude.
It's Monday night and they have lives.
If this was me and I did this all the time, I would be here for hours because
Yeah,
people
well,
ask questions and I can't not answer.
I know,
Like,
but there's always going to be
I
next
know.
time.
I know.
Sponsors only pay for so much.
That's exactly
It's
true.
true.
They
It's
pay
true.
for
I need to
15
find
minutes.
more, man.
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Don't forget, this Saturday we will not be having a show because I have to dress up and go to a wedding. I would much rather be here doing a show. It's going to suck. But we'll be back on Monday.
Suit and tie.
I hope the person whose wedding that is.
I
doesn't
don't really
watch
care.
this show.
I don't really care.
A suit and tie?
No,
Do we
just
see Dean in a
tie.
suit?
And
Yeah.
I don't have
Something
shoes.
other than
You
shorts?
full wear it because we're gonna go.
Wait,
Yeah,
Dean in
shoes?
pants?
I know.
Yeah,
Dude,
shoes?
yeah, I'm
I had
looking
Dean in
forward.
pants?
Dude, I had pants on it. See, man?
Did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He did.
Rockford.
We're gonna go to the store.
Yeah,
and buy
all day.
stuff.
Yeah, all day.
Shit.
Anyways, also don't forget Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and we'll be doing our annual Thanksgiving Day show from the beach. Fernando, myself, and Haley will be there. That's 10 o'clock Thanksgiving Day morning, Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing that. So make sure to tune into that show. And, of course, we'll be back on Saturday because we have to work that day, too. But this Saturday, nothing. And, of course, if you just want to ask questions and we didn't get a chance to answer yours, head over to Instagram when we pop up live. It's a great place for us to take your questions. Not as many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Any Black Friday sales coming up?
We'll be doing a sale for the IRTA2 on Black Friday. So
Yep.
I just don't know if I'm going to go all the way to Cyber Monday. I haven't decided yet. So Sue will probably twist my arm and make me do it. But
Get this out of my kitchen.
oh no, it's all in the garage. Actually, Haley took over shipping. So,
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, well she's
Nice.
yeah.
We have a
So
shipping department now.
she's on top of it too,
Ooh.
man. She's like, dude, as soon as one comes in, it's like I'm like,
Nice.
what the
Wow.
heck, man? She's all boxed up, ready to go. Got the little gift
Mama
inside
got
of it.
pushed to the side.
Yeah, it's way easier. You guys have a great day. We'll see you later next time.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.